Boom! Ghost Rapid Spin. No way. Tera Ghost Wo-Chien is the most annoying thing on this planet. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're going to break Wo-Chien. I'm going to start off with our beautiful Glimmora because it's very important to have hazards in this matchup, because when you do like all the Leech Seed and all of the Ruination and all that like really grindy stuff with the Wo-Chien, it's very important that we've got Glimmora setting out the hazards. So Glimmora's going to come out and we're going to use Mortal Spin here. I'm actually just going to sit here. I actually was expecting an Earthquake, and instead to go for the Jaw Lock, which I enjoy because we get a free debris setup on there, and now we got the Stealth Rocks up. We can take that Earthquake there. Obviously expecting some sort of switch in, but we do not give them that. Now the Roaring Moon is poisoned, and they have Photosynthesis special defense, which I actually did not see there. So to make it rain, even with the critical hit, is not going to be enough. The Jaw Lock, we're not too worried about this. We're just kind of passing time. We want to set up our things here. We got the Great Tusk, and what I love about Wo-Chien is that we do have Tera Ghost. So right now, I really don't want them to Rapid Spin, so I just stay in here. We'll take the sack. I was thinking maybe they predicted a switch and they were going to Rapid Spin. I really did not want that, but now we can go in for Wo-Chien here, and look at this. Boom! Ghost Rapid Spin. No way. Tera Ghost Wo-Chien is the most annoying thing on this planet Earth. Look at this. Okay, Substitute. Now we're going to Protect. Let that Toxics really seep in deep into their pores here. What's next? Okay, so now we're going to go for the Leech Seed here. The knockoff does hit super effective now, but guess what? It just doesn't matter. Leech Seed, Stealth Rock, Toxic, it's all fun in the sun. And here's some more sun action with Torkoal here. Alright, but it's no big deal because Torkoal, I mean, we don't even hit super effective anymore. So this Lava Plume is not even going to break our Substitute. How awesome is that? We're gonna go and Leech Seed here, and now look at this. You just see how good this is. They can never, they're always one move behind the Substitute, the Toxic, the Annoyance, the everything. We go for Substitute here, and look at this. The Lava Plume hits critical, and that matters a ton. That is so annoying because we would have had a Substitute up for this Walking Wake, and now we kind of don't. Nevertheless, they are still poisoned, and we still are pretty good here. So the new Hydro Steam, I know some sets actually do run like Substitute or like Dragon Dance, so I was kind of nervous about that. Fortunately, this is not one of those ones, and we do get the Leech Seed off just wonderfully. So obviously you see here what we're doing here. We got the Protect. It is worth noting, okay, so they do switch into the Scream Tail here, but again, the Toxic Spikes are out, and it's so important to have those Toxic Spikes out, at least Stealth Rock, because Wo-Chien cannot be this annoying and apply as much pressure, because if you just sit here and do the Leech Seed, Substitute, Protect nonsense, they can just switch out. They can just keep switching, and you're never really going to get anywhere. But now that we have the added pressure, and we even have Ruination, Ruination is actually wonderful because it can really break stalls. I think this is the optimal Wo-Chien set. Draco Meteor is just not going to be enough to actually get it done. Our Leech Seed hits. Sometimes you do get kind of unlucky where like a Leech Seed and a Ruination both miss 2 times because it's 90%, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and Substitute here, and at this point, you just kind of see that slowly but surely, we're going to win this game. It's super slow. We're going to hit the Ruination, do half the damage. Toxic is going to do its thing. I kind of love these matches. A lot of times I do like offense, and I would not consider this type of team stall. Wo-Chien is really the only stall mon we have, but this is more of a grindy type matchup, and I really have come to love these types of matchups in Pokemon Showdown, or just Pokemon in general. Okay, so Screamtail, gonna Protect, but guess what? It just doesn't matter. You just see that there's nothing they can do. They are just sitting ducks against the mighty Wo-Chien. And they're gonna go ahead and Toxic. Go ahead and Wish again, but that's fine. We get the Leech Seed. This one does not miss, and you can see the Toxic is just going down. They can't switch. You can do this all you want. You're gonna take the Stealth Rock damage. You're gonna get Ruination, which does a healthy chunk of damage. It obviously always hits for half the damage. And you see that I still have a Substitute. They finally go for Dragon Pulse. I'm going to go for Ruination, which does a healthy 43%. And I really think that Ruination is better than Giga Drain in this set because it always does half. Like Giga Drain has a lot of like bad matchups here. And you see the Walking Wake just succumbs to all of that pressure. They've got the Cinderace here. Cinderace, I'm not really too worried about a court change. I really just don't care. We are Ghost type. There's just nothing we can do. They're not hitting us for super effective with this Pyro Ball. We do live. And we set up the Leech Seed here. We still have 3 mons we haven't even used yet. And you can see Wo-Chien takes it. Let's go. Holy Dunsparce, that is a Dunsparce if I've ever seen one. Instant respect. Our Espeon is a no-go because not only do they have Magic Bounce, they can hit us for Psychic, which kills our Glimmora on sight, so we gotta get out of there. They're gonna go ahead and go for Tera Psychic, but we are Choice Scarf, and we're gonna go ahead and trick that. They cannot Magic Bounce that. Look at that. Now they're gonna be locked into Psychic. We have our beautiful Wo-Chien, and you already know the fun is going to start. So here's the Toxapex. We're gonna go for the Substitute, and now we're at least gonna apply some pressure here. They've got the Charizard. We can at least hit some Ruination with the Leech Seed. I know that they have the Espeon, but now that we know that it's Scarf, they don't even want anything. And that is that a Klotzer? A shout out to the Klotzer. They're gonna lead their Noivern. We've got our beautiful Glimmora set up the hazards here, and they are actually Frisk Noivern, not Infiltrator, so that's actually really good to know. They're gonna rely on the Boom Burst for that. It's interesting to know because our Wo-Chien actually has the Substitute, but it's going to be a Ghost type by the time that comes out, so the Boom Burst will be non-effective, and it won't even need to have the Infiltrator. Okay, so Mousehold comes out. It does Tidy Up, and that really sucks. I'm going to switch out here. I know that we do get the Debris with the Population Bomb 2 times instead of 1, just because it hits more than once, and they go for the Bite. It does not kill, and I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt, because I thought maybe they would switch into Slowbro or Klotzer, expecting a Steel-type move. Nevertheless, here is that beautiful Klotzer with that beautiful arm. Absolutely love the Klotzer. Shout out to you, Dino Nemesis. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use Rapid Spin on the Quaquaval here. I thought maybe we could get a kill and increase our speed because we are actually not running Aqua Step. It's actually kind of a little of a niche thing I got going on there. I don't know how I feel about it. Here we go. Wo-Chien, we got this going on here. I'm going to go ahead and Protect in case I use Flamethrower. I definitely would rather see Flamethrower than Air Slash because it has Stab, so I'm not too worried about this. Slowbro comes out to play, and immediately we're going to go Ghost like Danny Phantom. And what are we going to do here? They have the Heracross. I don't think the Heracross really does much. We do miss the Leech Seed, but it really didn't matter that much. They do have the Guts, and they have Pin Missile as well. Here's the thing, though. With Wo-Chien, because I've said, as I've reiterated before, it needs the hazards. Like, it really needs the hazards to be that effective. And you see that Frisk again, that it might come in later. We're gonna go for the Draco Meteor, and you know, it is what it is. We're gonna use our Stealth Rock. We got rid of the Mighty Mouse themselves, so the little Mickey Mouses can't tidy up the little house. You know what it is. Heracross is gonna come out, and eventually they're gonna succumb to the hazards. I just have a good feeling about it. I'm gonna go for Kingambit. I don't. Kind of a bluff here. I kind of want to get the Pin Missile going. I thought maybe they would use something else. But this way, with the Pin Missile, we do get 2 layers of those beautiful Toxic Spikes out, and now we are ready to our beautiful Wo-Chien. This Pin Missile is going to do absolutely nothing, even with the Guts Burn. We resist that because we are Ghost types now. No big deal. I'm going to go for Substitute. I know that they can, well, if they hit for, 3 or 4 times, they can break the Substitute, but they're not even guaranteed to break the Substitute. So, Pin Missile, yeah, you already know how this goes. You already know how this goes. Wo-Chien pretty much just plays on autopilot from here on out. So, they do get the Substitute to fade, but we're going to have this Leech Seed up, and with the Protect, with the Substitute, with the Stealth Rock, with the Toxic Spikes, that was quite a mouthful. It's not going to matter. They can go for Trailblaze all they want. It just doesn't matter here. We're going to go ahead and get a little bit of juicy life. We're going to suck it right out of you. Absolutely love it. We have the Dragonite. So the Dragonite's a little scary because they could have Dragon Dance. They could have Roost, and that is kind of scary. Okay, I was about to say, there are sets of Dragonite that only run extreme speed, and they wouldn't even be able to hit us, so that would be actually really awesome. But that is not looking like the case here. They do go for Dragon Dance, so I'm wondering, like, how do we get out of this? So we could just keep hitting them for, like, Ruination, because those Earthquakes are hitting, no problem. So I do want to hit Ruination just to kind of get some extra damage here, and we're going to see... Oh, they are running Roost. Okay, so they are running Roost, so how do we actually get out of here? I actually predicted it well and go for the Substitute. And you can see, like, Wo-Chien, these types of matches go on, and they're really, really grindy, but again, I really like it. Especially when you're winning with Wo-Chien. I absolutely love it. It's just so underrated. At a certain point, we're going to have to get out of here, though, because with this Roost Dragon Dance set, like, if we had, like, a Ditto or something, we would be fine. But we're not. So, unfortunately, the Leech Seed will prevent the Multiscale from taking over, and we're just going to have to keep Sucker Punching, because they're going to kill us. There's no point in doing anything else. We have to just keep calling their bluff and Sucker Punching. So, here's a Dragonite, extreme speed. Unfortunately for us, we do have enough damage with the knockoff to take them out. The Leech Seed is going to finish the job. Wo-Chien finishing the job from the grave. You gotta love it. The Slowbro comes out. I don't think they really have anything else for us here. The Caliber Berry does absorb that knockoff pretty well here, but again, you already know, baby, Wo-Chien is coming out to play, and this snail means business. We're gonna go for Leech Seed immediately, because I don't think they really have like a Scald or anything. I don't think they can really threaten us. Here comes the Noivern, more Stealth Rock damage. They go for Frisk. I'm gonna go for Substitute because Boom Burst cannot hit us, and they're not Infiltrator anymore. Let's go for Protect to kind of just see what they're doing here. Flamethrower, again, we just don't really care, and we protect ourselves from the future sight with that Protect. Works out just chef's kiss to Danny Phantom Wo-Chien, baby. Alright, Leech Seed, and again, Flamethrower, it doesn't even break a Substitute. 22% as you see there. We're going to go ahead and leech them up with the Noivern here. Noivern, and they finally forfeit Wo-Chien, baby.